8:18. Oh, he's here. This is his song to introduce him.
The final curtain, my friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case.
Steve Rannazzisi, did I say it right?
You did.
Steve,
I forgot how depressing that song is.
Why did you?
I don't know.
I was going to ask why you wanted to open with "This Is the End."
I don't know. It was sprung on me, and I made a quick reaction. I do love this song.
You know,
though.
you were a quick Pavlovian. Name a song you can
That's
open.
it.
All right, and you
Frank
love that song.
Sinatra.
We'll get to that in a second. Here's a wonderful, glowing introduction. Do you know that you would know because it's you
maybe
were the doorman at the world famous Comedy Store on Sunset Boulevard?
I was.
And you met Ashton Kutcher 10 years ago.
Yep.
And you started doing Punk'd with him.
2003.
The next thing that happened, I want to hear about all the hot tubs in between, but the next thing that happened was movie roles, a major part in the hit FX show The League.
Yep.
And now you're touring stand-up and doing the Parlor Live in Bellevue this weekend.
That
Steve
is correct.
Rannazzisi, welcome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank
What's
you for having
Ashton
me.
Kutcher like?
He's a nice guy.
He is really a nice guy.
Even back then, I mean, I don't speak with him now.
Was he as hedonistic as he is portrayed in the in the tabloids?
When I met him in 2003, he was still
married to Demi Moore.
They were dating.
This was before that?
Yeah, they were
wow.
before. Yeah,
Things
Well,
happen
he was
so
still on
fast
the
in
70s
Hollywood.
show.
Ashton wasn't 18 yet, so they had to wait.
He had to get age of
Bob's
consent.
looking it up. I'm
looking it up.
I'm kidding.
Is he that young? Okay.
No,
so
he was still on the 70s show doing that, and
Right.
then he had done Punk'd. He had executive produced it, and they had
Yep.
shot a season.
and
of
that was
it.
huge. And it's basically candid camera for a whole new generation.
Basically, yeah.
And
So-
smarter.
So they were looking for new people because they wanted to keep the show going. They needed new people to pull the pranks because they had just started airing the first set of pranks, and those people became recognizable.
Right.
The first season was Dax Shepard. And so I did the second season myself and BJ Novak from The Office and a couple other people. Yeah, a lot of
Dax is
people.
cool. This is
Yeah.
Dax before he's huge, right?
This was Dax's first job.
Wow.
So
I don't know anything about you. What's Dax Shepard?
Tell us about BJ Novak. Yeah.
What are you like?
yeah,
To be
I'm not as
polite.
interesting as Dax Shepard.
I'm the consummate wingman.
Yeah. You are a bit of a wingman, aren't you?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I always play the the best friend role.
Yeah.
The comedic best friend, even on TV shows and movies and stuff.
Now, are you living in Hollywood still?
I live in I live in New York most of the year. I still have a place in Los Angeles that
You bi-coastal.
I'm a little bi-coastal.
Bi guy, you.
Yeah, I grew up in New York, and my wife grew up in New York, and we have 2 kids, so we want them to be around the grandparents as much as I can.
Right.
So we're there for 8 months of the year, and then
Is it a challenge being somewhat bi-coastal, family man, 2 kids, and being in the crazy world of showbiz?
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a kind of I'm during the week I'm Mr. Dad and up with the kids, and then on the weekends when you go on the road, it's you're up at night and you're sleeping during the day. So it's,
so it's not too weird in a sense because you mostly work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, maybe
for
right?
the road when I
Yeah.
do the road, yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the most
And then you're
part.
home.
And then I'm home for the rest of the week. And that's not every week, but then when I shoot the show, they come out to Los Angeles for the summer, and we work long days, and I don't get to see my family as much. But it's
How old are
it's
your
okay.
kids?
5 and 2, 2 boys.
Soon they'll be old enough to do Disneyland and Universal and all those things.
They
That'll
enjoy-
keep them busy.
That'll
right?
keep them busy.
Will you
things
push
like
them
that,
into
the
show
zoo.
business? Will you have them
Oh,
work for Disney?
absolutely. I'm going to make them my slaves. I got to get out there, and I got to start earning a living.
Yeah, absolutely. Better start in those pageants and get them.
My son, my oldest son, was on an episode of The League as a baby. We needed a baby, someone to play. We had one of the characters, Ruxin, on the show had a baby, so we needed a new baby, and I just had a baby, so I'm like, oh, you can use my baby.
And wait a minute, union scale.
And then
baby.
union
My
scale,
union
yeah.
scale.
And
We
then
get him
he
a
has a-
SAG
so
card.
now
to
he's
have
got
him
a
work
Coogan
around
account.
helicopters a lot and do a whole.
I heard about that. My goodness. No, he has a Coogan account, so he has his own. He has money. They paid him like $200, but we can't touch it, so it's in the separate account.
That's what they call that because you have to keep it till he's 18.
He has to
right?
keep it till he's
and you
18.
can't touch it because you're going to rob your kid blind. That's what Hollywood
exactly.
parents do.
But the best part is they take a fee every month. So now they take a fee because he doesn't have enough money in the Coogan account. So I have to put more money into his Coogan
So
account.
it costs you money to
So
have
it's
your
a
kids.
Costs me
racket.
money for him to make money.
It's a racket.
I haven't done much TV, but I've done a little. And with the kids, they always haul them off the set. Okay, time to go to school.
Yep.
I mean, there's a very strict strict laws about
They do.
how much work they can do, how much school. If it's a baby, do they still say okay?
Yeah, they break the kids. Babies even have it more strict. They can only work for like 15 minutes at a time. The girl that plays my daughter on the show,
I think Lassie works harder than that.
yeah, well, and probably easier to work with as well.
They went through 7 of them though, so they're working pretty hard.
Yeah.
I did. The girl that plays my daughter on the show is Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall's real daughter. So she knows the business, but she has to go to school a lot during the day. And like we've been in situations where we have one take before you have to leave for school, and there's no coming like back after that. So we got to get this thing done right.
That's
So
not
don't mess it up, little lady.
Yeah.
but that's not
No
fair to the
pressure.
kid because the adults get like 20 tries to get it right.
Yeah. Well,
Interesting.
You know what?
Now I hear you're an NFL fan. You're a
am.
Giants fan.
I am a New
And
York Giants
so this year, of course, you watched the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I'm sure
fan. I was at the game.
You were at the
I was
Super Bowl.
at the Super Bowl. Very excited. The second year they brought us for
And
the show.
it's Seattle, so we're still talking about
I
it.
can
Like it's
imagine.
today's news. We're
You
getting
should be.
Trading away good players and
Yep.
trying to keep the team together. But were you blown away by the blowout of the game?
Yes.
Was it totally surprised you?
I was shocked.
Because the media totally made it Peyton Manning's day.
Well, I thought, yes, I can understand that. And I thought that the Seahawks were going to win, and I predicted that they would win, but in like a 24-8, 24-21 game.
You just
like
got
that.
an extra 3 minutes to stay on the
Oh,
show
see?
for saying that. Thank you.
And I predicted that on radio. So
Did
it's
you?
all
Okay,
on
it's got a record of
Yep.
that. Oh, cool.
But I did expect it to be a way closer game than it actually was. So, but I'm telling you, being there and literally being right there, a couple 100 feet away, and seeing the first play of the game, I was like, oh, this is not good. And then watching Demaryius Thomas come over the middle and get hit so hard.
Cam Cleveland. Or not Cam Cameron.
Yeah. Just Chancellor I think it was.
Cam
right?
Chancellor. I'm all over
Hits
it.
him so hard, and you could tell the tone of the game right then was
Right.
completely set, and they were afraid, and it was a different game. And by the way, your fans are just louder. They're louder. We were
Even
in
at the
Giant
Super
Stadium.
Bowl,
I've never
thousands
heard.
of miles away,
I've been
yeah.
to 3 games at Giant Stadium. I've never heard it louder ever
For the
Even
Giants.
For the Giants.
Yeah.
Ever.
You
Go
were winning
on,
friends.
go
By the way,
on.
That being said-
come and see Steve Rannazzisi
That
tonight.
being said, I still think you pumped sound into that stadium. over there.
we did. We had a total fake sound system smuggled in. Parlor Lounge tonight. That's a great club, by the way.
It's fun.
Have you been there before?
I've been
Yeah.
there a couple times.
Great club tonight and tomorrow, 7:30 and 10. You've been married for 6 years.
Yes. A little over 6 years. It'll
A
be
little
7
over
in
6
September.
years now, and a lot of comedians. I don't know your wife yet. I haven't met her, but a lot of comedians like marry these trophy wives. But and some of them actually, they're not
No,
like you.
mine's a beast.
Yeah,
Mine-
really.
married a beast.
What are you asking him?
I keep her on a chain, a leash.
That's a really yeah. How
Yeah.
nice of you.
Yeah. I'm trying to give back. It's my way of giving back. So
That's good.
You took one out of the pool. One of the nasty ones.
She is,
man.
by the way, not downloaded iHeartRadio, so
yeah, she has no idea where I am right now.
Steve, it's great to see you. Steve Rannazzisi,
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen. See him at the Parlor this weekend. Up next, rock stars have been selling out and doing commercials a long time. Iron Butterfly hawking deodorant and Cream rocking out for Falstaff beer are a couple that we have dug out of the past.
classics.
They are classics.